Disgraceful. liberty.
Our country is strong. A great people has been moved to defend our great nation. Terrorist attacks can shake the foundations of our biggest buildings, but they cannot touch the foundation of America.
In the
These acts
Council
shatter
of
steel,
Government, we must guard
but they
against
cannot dent
the
the steel.
acquisition of unwanted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
Inherently and historically opposed to secret society.
We, as Americans, have the capacity now, as we've had in
We
the
decided long
past,
ago
to do whatever
to
needs to be done
excessive and unwarranted
to
concealment
preserve this last and greatest bastion of
far
freedom.
outweigh the dangers
In this
that
present
are cited to
crisis,
justify it.
government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the problem.
Welcome back to Embers of Liberty, where we are not members of the Jihad Squad.
No,
No.
I do not. La 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 la. How would you say that in Southern? Oh la 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 la.
Sounds like a hound dog or some shit. So we have a new person on set tonight.
Lonnie.
It would be Mr. Lonnie.
Howdy, friends.
Lonnie is a friend of Cody's, therefore he is a friend of ours. And
Friend of mine.
yeah,
Yeah,
Never met him, though,
Talked to Joe a
but-
few times.
Yeah.
well, we'll have that. We'll have that sometimes. I think you've played video games with me too, but regardless, we're here.
You
We're
will know him
live.
for his distinguished voice.
What?
Lonnie. You always know Lonnie for his distinguished voice.
Yeah, sure. I don't know. I've only played with him like once. So, anywho, welcome back to our regularly scheduled programming after last night's fun with the Rittenhouse verdict.
I'm still feeling last night. We celebrated like it was 1776.
Minus the Tea Party.
I mean, we drank some fermented tea.
Did we now?
I mean, we drank a lot of fermented things, whether it was tea or not. We just call it tea, for the sake of, the event.
Yeah, for sure. So, Cody is also here. He's not manning a headset tonight. He's just kind of present. And Lonnie's working the keyboard for us. And we're going to see how this goes. So, typical Embers of Liberty fashion. Joe, how was your week?
It was good till about 5 o'clock this evening.
You'll have that
As
on
you
them
can
Big
see,
Johns.
I'm in a hoodie, and I'm not drinking fermented beverages over here. I'm drinking hippie tea, or herb tea there. It's not called hippie tea. It's like that. What is it? Like that. It's just like ginger, lemon. It's just herb.
It's herbal tea,
It's herbal tea. Not the green kind, unfortunately.
unfortunately.
But, I just don't feel too great this evening. Just checked my fever earlier. Had like a fever of 100.7. I'm hoping I just need to make a couple little butt missiles. I'm hoping.
Butt missiles.
I'm hoping. Well, probably not butt missiles. It'll probably be some butt chili, but
So, anyway, Cody's got the headset now. So, Cody, how was your week?
My week was fantastic. Last night, that was a lot of fun.
It was. We had a lot of fun.
That was pretty much the highlight of my week. That was just
that's pretty good. It was good.
probably drank too many fermented things. Just kind of feeling it this morning.
Yeah.
Worked all day and made a little bit of money and had some fun, and was able to get Lonnie here. So, yeah, it's a good time. Really good. Justin, yours?
It was my first week of 410s, so that was nice. Getting up at 4:30 in the morning is not as terrible as I anticipated it being. I actually feel better getting up at 4:30 in the morning. But, pretty much watched the Rittenhouse case all week.
Yep.
Not that there was much to watch because they were in deliberations, but, and then obviously yesterday we had our celebration. And yeah, good times.
Yeah.
Lonnie,
guy.
how was your week?
I mean, nothing really special besides, yesterday. Kind of a
Everybody was
historic
so happy.
moment.
Everybody
I
was,
mean-
so
Everybody
happy.
was super thrilled yesterday.
It's a big deal. I mean, a lot of people don't realize how big of a
Oh yeah,
deal that is to.
like bigger than just him being free. Like it really goes.
Well,
on multiple levels.
and see the crazy thing that a lot of people don't think about, it's not just big for people who are Second Amendment right advocates. It's even for the people who disagree, because you don't know what life could pull your way. And I mean, if you're in a situation where you have to defend yourself, your inner instincts come out, then now there's a precedent set in place.
You're less
to
maybe
protect
less
you.
likely to go to prison now for defending yourself.
Yeah, I mean, shouldn't be a question, but yeah.
Yeah, but there's
Yeah.
been people that have went to prison for defending themselves, which is a sad state of affairs.
It's very true.
It's a good sign that there's still a little bit of America left out there.
All right, so 4 weeks to cover this week, and weeks are covered. So, in typical Embers of Liberty fashion, let's talk freedom things. So, first things first, Build Back Better Act, whatever the fuck they want to call it, the communist spending bill passed the House, where it's going to go to the Senate and die.
Hopefully,
I hope that Manchin doesn't fold and vote yes on this thing. But regardless of what happens from here, the Republicans are not going to vote on this thing in a yes manner. They're going to have to go through it through reconciliation with Kamala Harris as a tiebreaker vote if they can get Kirsten Sinema and Joe Manchin to sign off on it. I have my doubts, but that doesn't mean they won't. So with that, the first video in the playlist, Lonnie, would be the Nancy Pelosi one. Not the first video, but the second one.
Okay.
Because I got them out of order because I'm a dumbass.
Facing
So,
expensive
you might wanna
vitamin
mute
C
that.
creams with dull results, Olay brightens it up.
Yeah, that's the one thing that we got to...
we yak at Cody all the time about it too.
Yeah. And
Then pause it.
pause it.
Ultimately,
Go back to the very beginning of it. And full screen it. And roll it.
Let me go back to Leanne for a second. Tell us procedurally what's happening now on the floor.
yeah, so the vote passed, but still not everyone has voted just yet. And so they're still waiting for some final votes to come down. Remember, people who can vote remotely because of COVID. So those final people are voting for the members who are not here. But ultimately, this bill is sealed in the House anyway. And from the House floor, our producer, Haley Talbot, has some great color. She's in the chamber. By the way, she is a hero for staying up all night last night. She hasn't slept in about 30 hours.
This is the
Speaker
important
Pelosi
part.
was hugging Democratic members. We were told
Let,
that
let me
Representative...
interrupt you for a
Yeah.
second because here's Speaker Pelosi.
Is passed.
Look at these little idiots jumping around, excited, celebrating. Look at them.
They're even
Pathetic.
holding hands.
Like, why are you celebrating the destruction of America?
Well, it's
'Cause
kind of
that's
like
what that
Padme
bill
Amidala
is.
says in Star Wars, man. This is how democracy dies, with thundering applause.
Well, yeah, to thunderous applause. Exactly. I mean, I don't quite get what there is to celebrate here. That's pretty much all I wanted to share, Lonnie. So I don't get it. I don't get why they think this is such a good thing. Like, that bill is like 2,000 pages long.
Because they're communists.
Nobody really knows what's in it. Americans in general don't want it. And quite frankly, it's bullshit. You know, they're trying to put stuff in there like paternity leave,
Oh yeah, they're trying
family
to make,
leave and
but they're trying to make it where the employer pays the paternity leave, right?
yeah, they're trying to force
Which is
the
bullshit.
employers to do all of this stuff. That,
Because employers, okay, say you have a mom and pop shop on Main Street, because they're not going to do like, oh well, they're not going to have like, oh, it has to be like $1 million company to pay out. No, it's going to apply to mom and pop on Main Street, and okay, say
it's going to put them under.
Your secretary is like, oh, that runs your deal there. She's like, oh, hey, I'm going out on, I got to be on medical leave because of my baby, and you got to pay for that. You still got to pay me full wages. Like, no.
No, it's not how this works. But I mean, so like,
Now, I feel like it should be against the law to fire somebody for having a baby,
yeah,
because I feel like it should be against the law for that.
most places will pay somebody maternity leave.
But a lot of times it's through their insurance.
But I mean, it's stuff, yeah. But I mean, small businesses, they're not really paying for insurance. They don't have
because
to.
it's expensive.
But, like, I understand why people think it's a good thing. But at the end of the day, this is going to hurt small business owners. It's going to force them out of business. And it's just not. It's not a good thing.
Mm-mm.
It's not at all. And you've got that. You've got all these social spending plans that are in it. I don't even really know what's in it because you can't find any reliable
I have a
information
feeling this
in
is
it.
one of those where they're like, well, we have to pass it to see what's in it.
And that's exactly what it is. And then, Pelosi all this time has been like, I think you guys should do a better job of selling the bill to the people. No. How about you do a better job of having legislation that people actually like?
Agreed.
It makes no sense to sit there and say it's the media's job to push these bills that nobody really wants. So let's just see what is in the Build Back Better bill as it sits. Where did it go?
This tea is doing a thing on my stomach. I kind of like it. It's making it feel nice. No, it's not. It's not making the bubble guts. It's making the nice, calm, sleepy guts.
So, let's see. So it was pared back from 3.5 trillion that Biden originally wanted. But it's paid for, right? That's what they've been telling us, right?
Oh, the average working man won't have to pay for it, right?
But this bill's paid for, right? Isn't that what you were Isn't that what you were told, Lonnie?
Yeah.
It's paid for, Cody. You were told the bill's paid for. Yeah. Cody's nodding his head. You can't see him.
Money's free.
But I was told that it's paid for.
The rich will have to pay for it, Justin.
The Congressional Budget Office published an official cost estimate on Thursday afternoon that found the package would increase the federal budget deficit by $160 billion over 10 years. Yeah, that sounds really paid for. Right?
Well, also, I believe Shapiro or one of them also found out that they are actually, how they said, oh, so and so, like if you make under a certain amount of money a year, you won't feel like this won't apply to you at all.
Yeah, $400,000.
Yeah, come to find out, pretty sure that's a lie.
It is a lie. The bill is going to worsen inflation. It's going to cost us a lot of money. But just the average working man, it's going to cost us a ton of money.
Hope y'all put some money back. It's time to start putting that cash back in the drawers.
The thing is like, please run on this. Please, Democrats, run on it because you will get trounced in the 2022 elections. I saw an estimate this week where it's like 73 seats that Republicans could pick up. Granted, I'm not a Republican, but Republicans are way better than Democrats.
Fair.
By a lot. So, $500 billion, $500 billion is going to go towards shifting the U.S. economy away from fossil fuels to renewable energy and electric cars.
The thing that gets me about that, is like I feel like that's all talk, because at the end of the day, we all know that this clean energy thing is really not as clean as what they make it out to be.
No, it's not clean because the equipment that you have to mine the rare earth minerals.
We're not using equipment. We're using slave labor.
But the equipment that they have to use is emitting more carbon than an average car would.
Well, not only that, but I mean, you look at the disposal process.
Yeah.
I mean, I was listening to a Joe Rogan podcast, and he had a guy on there that was talking about how solar panels emit toxic materials when you dispose of them, and what they're doing is literally in European countries, they're taking these old, used-up solar panels and just dumping them in Africa and letting them deal with it.
Kind of like we do our ships.
Yeah.
But like, none of this shit makes any sense. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
But it does, if you look at it from a corrupt point of view. See, the corrupt point of view is just like we were talking about. Like, as long as you dump it in third world countries where the media is not going to see it, Justin, we're changing the world, man.
That's true.
We're changing the world.
Not only that, but if you want to talk about shifting from fossil fuels to renewable energy and electric cars and all that stuff, that's fine. But where is nuclear power in this equation? Where is it?
Dead along with Chernobyl.
I mean, there's nuclear power plants all over the country.
Yeah.
They emit more power than any coal burning, any solar, any wind, they emit more power than all of those things combined.
I think that's what people are afraid of, though. They're afraid of a Chernobyl, even though, the systems are more complex and the safety systems are a lot more.
First off, we're talking about something that happened in Soviet Russia. Those people are fucking retarded. Okay? The people that were doing the tests
they were
in
cooling
Chernobyl,
the rods with vodka.
I mean, they literally were testing it to the point of failure.
Yeah.
When Chernobyl melted down. That's why it melted down. It's because they were pushing it too hard. Also, Chernobyl was designed extremely poorly, and this isn't. When did Chernobyl happen?
It was it was what?
I think it was in the 80s.
Yeah, it was 83, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's 2021, okay?
Nobody can still live there. Okay, April 26, 1986.
86. So you were 3 years off, but it was in the 80s.
We radiation babies, baby.
Regardless, the technology used in nuclear power plants is so much far and away better than what it was then.
Well, not only that, but I've heard someone talk about nuclear waste. You talk about nuclear power plants, and they're like, well, the waste is horrible. They said that you could literally, the amount of nuclear waste from nuclear power plants is minuscule.
Yeah.
For as long as it's been around, I think you could put, a 10 by 10 room, and it won't even come close to filling it up, since it's been in a, and so
it's been
widely
heavily
used.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically next to nothing.
Well, not only that, but if you look at nuclear fusion energy, it's literally like we're right there. We're getting close.
And dude, who's to say why don't we just shoot it off into space?
Well, because there's a
then it comes back down.
Oh no, because there's a treaty that says you can't pollute space. I can't remember what it's called, but there's a reason where you can't just send it out into space.
That's interesting.
Yeah, there was a global agreement.
Probably because they're like, what if we send off this shit into space and it actually makes it to a planet of beings that are more advanced than us? And they're like, where the hell did this come from?
Well, I mean,
who did this shit?
There was talk of just launching it into the sun, but I mean, that's probably a bad idea too. So
yeah, because what if we
it's not going to do anything to the sun.
If we send nuclear fuel rods,
it wouldn't make it. You're right.
It wouldn't make it to it. It would be gone before it got there.
But if it did,
but it wouldn't.
What if it,
Outer Space Treaty is what Cody says.
Yeah, I knew I just didn't know what it was called. Despite my stupid appearance, I am actually fairly intelligent.
I'm pretty sure you had the best grades in school out of all of us here. I don't know about Lonnie, but
Highly unlikely, seeing as I didn't do homework.
You made the best grade on the ASVAB. You made like a 92?
93.
Yeah, no. I didn't even get close to that. I made like a
No.
68 or something.
Yeah, I think I made a
63.
99 on the ASVAB.
Shit. Them recruiters were after you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because so here's the thing about recruiters. Like, a lot of the people that go to the recruiting office to join, they're dumb and they just want to go shoot guns.
Evan Bear. Sorry, that was me.
Like,
He just wanted to kill.
like literally people like me and Lonnie who score in the low to mid to high 90s, you can literally do anything you want to do in the Army.
Pretty much. And I'm not going to lie. I wanted to be a sniper. That's what I wanted to do.
Well, and that's fine. But like me, when I wanted to join, I wanted to be a cryptologic linguist.
Yeah, no. Hell no. Hell to the no.
And I don't know what your aspiration would have been if you had. Did you join or were you just taking? You were going to be a Chair Force guy?
Well, I was going to join with my cousin. He did join Chair Force.
Chair Force.
And he's in Operations Intel, but I was going
Ooh,
for
that sounds like
Command
fun.
Post.
Yeah.
So, because they make hella bank. Apparently they make like six figures.
Nice.
And
Nice.
then it was between that and like EOD. Because they had a $50,000 sign-on bonus that you got
no.
right away.
Have you?
I'd rather not get blown to bits.
That
Thank
was
you.
before you saw that
The
movie.
Hurt Locker?
Hurt Locker, yeah.
Then I saw that, I was like, well...
Glad I didn't do that.
So, I mean, my boss was a Marine, so he only knows how to eat crayons and...
Oh,
rah, 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 rah.
The purple ones are the best.
They taste like grape.
To be fair, I'm glad we didn't, because all of us had thought about it. Cody did, I did. Cody was like dead set there for a while. Like Cody's like, I'm gonna go be a sniper. That's what I'm doing. And I was kind of preset on that too. I was like, I either want to be a sniper or I want to fly a jet. And
I was, you know,
and Justin was just like, I just want to be in the Army.
my dad was Army, so yeah.
But I'm kind of glad we didn't, because we may all be dead now.
Yeah, we would have been deployed and
We
probably
may
never would have come back.
at least one of us probably would have been dead.
Yeah.
Cody, that's probably me.
So, I mean, as far as the Build Back Better bill goes, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Okay? The government, the federal government is way, way too big. It's way too big. It's out of control how large it has gotten. And at this point, I don't know that we can pull it back.
Dude, the way I look at it, let's just let it happen. Let's let the collapse come.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, for our kids, I don't want that to happen.
I mean...
And not everyone is as well prepared as you, Joe.
I mean...
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said not everyone is as well prepared as he is.
Correct.
I've been mentally preparing for the day since I was 12 years old.
Yeah, Joe's always been a little bit, woo.
Even my mother told me this morning that I'm not normal. My own mother. This morning.
We've been telling you that for like 30 years, bro.
Hey, I'm proud. I'm proud of it. I don't want to be normal. I like
Yeah,
it.
you're definitely not.
Proud
And
of it.
that's fine. Skelly! Matt Skelly's here.
Skelly in the house.
He's finally back. Where is Probst? That's what I want to know. Where the fuck is Matt
Probst
Probst?
may have had enough of us last night.
Where's cameraman?
That's
Cameraman.
a good point.
This is a
Where's
good question.
cameraman? You know what? Let's just see if cameraman's on the old Discord. Because cameraman needs to get his ass in here.
I mean, I'm not that well prepared. Like, if you guys all end up at my house, then I would say I'm very kind of ill prepared. like I'm well prepared for husband, wife, and little kids, but I'm not well prepared for 1, 2, 3, 4. You got family, you got a daughter. We're gonna go get.
I'm not worried about her because her future stepdad has guns too. So
Yeah, well, I mean, but you're gonna want her near you though. We'll go get them all. It's okay.
that's true. Yeah, come on, y'all are all coming with us.
And then
We
we're
don't
gonna go
wanna.
back in this
Too
field
bad.
back here, and we're gonna tell that dude to piss off because he's a dick. And
We'll go slightly north to that field.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we can garden there. Yeah, that'd be a
Oh
good
man.
garden.
Anyway, so the Build Back Better agenda is bullshit. I don't like it. Fuck Joe Biden.
Then for a minute,
Let's
I thought you
go,
were having
Brandon.
issues. Let's go, Brandon.
Sorry, I just
I thought you were actually having legit issues there for a minute. I was like, damn, we're gonna have to call
no,
911.
not legit issues. I
About
just
to say, Joe.
I'm allergic to anything that Joe Biden wants.
I was sitting there looking like for a second, like, what the hell?
Fuck Joe Biden. Nothing?
Somebody put
Okay.
the real herb in this thing to you. What it is?
Anywho, so regardless, it's one of those things where nobody knows what's in it, and it's bullshit.
Indubitably.
So, moving on. Lauren Boebert, the new representative from Colorado. Holy shit, bro. She went completely salt the earth on Democrats because they're censuring someone who shared an anime meme depicting him attacking AOC and President Biden, and they called it death threats. It's literally a meme. You need to chill out. But
was it on Reddit?
No.
Damn.
Yeah.
No. I was gonna say if it was.
You can piss off Twitter.
No, that's what I'm saying.
They
Like,
may be a mob, but they're a mostly harmless mob. Never, ever, ever, under any circumstance, should you piss off Reddit.
that's what I'm saying. If AOC was to piss off Reddit, there goes her chance at the presidency.
So anyway, yeah, let's pull that up, Lonnie.
Speaking of AOC, did you hear about that? Did you hear about that? That they're pretty much grooming her for the presidency?
Yes, I did hear about that.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
Every day,
Let's roll it.
Getting closer.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Democrat policies are so pathetic and have done so poorly that the left has nothing else to do but troll the internet looking for ways to get offended and then try to target members and strip them of their committees. This is a dumb waste of the House's time. But since the Speaker has designated the floor to discuss members' inappropriate actions, shall we? The Jihad Squad member from Minnesota has paid her husband, and not her brother husband, the other one, over $1 million in campaign funds. This member is allowed on the Foreign Affairs Committee while praising terrorists. A Democrat chairwoman incited further violence in the streets outside of a courthouse. And then the cherry on top. My colleague and 3-month presidential candidate from California, who is on the Intelligence Committee, slept with Fang Fang, a Chinese spy. Let me say that again. A
The hell?
classified briefings was sleeping with the enemy. This is unacceptable.
Swallville?
She actually slept with a Chinese spy.
Goods now for holiday gifts.
what the hell you say?
She actually is she just saying that, or like she really slept with a Chinese spy?
Oh no, Eric Swalwell literally slept with the
And
enemy.
for a second, tell us procedurally.
Okay, you get like literally slept with a Chinese spy.
Yeah.
The
Did you not hear about
heck-
Swalwell?
Like this was a while back.
Yeah, this was a while ago.
I didn't hear about this.
But yeah, so Lonnie, can you see if you can find the cartoon that was shared?
The cartoon that was shared.
Yeah, but I can't remember who it was. But it was shit.
We're gonna have to move on from that.
Shit. Joe, why don't you address some comments?
Okay, so Matt Skelly says, "Am I allowed to love her? She does have nice hair. She's not. I'm not gonna lie. She's not bad looking." Let's see. One was that only one? I missed the first 20 or so minutes.
It would Hey, I got it. Nope.
Don't look at my browser history.
One Jesus Christ. Alright, it's in there. You just have to refresh it.
I knew that'd get a giggle. That's funny.
Titan anime.
So I think this is what it is.
Oh, stupid count. We've only had one stupid count, right? We've only had one stupid so far.
Yeah, we've only played the stupid once.
Yeah, one stupid so far.
What the hell?
What are you doing?
I'm looking through it to see if that's actually got it in there.
I mean, Ron.
So Lonnie, it's towards the. I think it's towards the end.
So Ron says, as long as I get my Scar 17 before the end, I'm good.
7-minute mark.
Like I was saying, Ron, every day.
Arrow key over a little bit
closer.
just to see.
We gonna end up in a commie toaster.
Yep. All right.
Let me see.
So-
I can't see. Oh, is it like an actual like animated thing?
Yeah, it's literally just a joke.
Oh, this is gonna be good. I'm excited.
Yeah, you can go ahead and play it.
The other politician. Now, of course, it's a shame because Democrats do not have long memories.
No,
They seem
cancel
to
that.
forget what happened
This is
last
stupid.
month, let alone what happened
What?
last year.
That's
during
not what
the
this
election
is.
Campaign.
That's
When
not it?
I remember
No.
it was.
Stupid. What?
It's not gonna play the video. I mean, that's the video, right?
No, that's not the video. I thought it was, but it's just that dude with a over. Ugh.
Very Asian sounding dude.
Let's go back. I'm looking for it. Okay.
Have you taken this off full screen?
Yep. Come on. Okay, here we go. This kind of shows you a little bit more of it. It's in there now. Refresh. Very bottom. Yep, right there. You can unmute it. Unmute. Oh, it's already unmuted. Never mind.
It is, Justin.
Well, I can't hear anything, so.
Well, I was waiting.
He's not playing it.
Yeah, you're good. You can go ahead.
We talk a lot about division and partisanship in politics on the broadcast. This won't help. Republican Representative Paul Gosar recently tweeted an altered anime clip apparently showing how he feels about current events and the other side of the aisle. The clip features a photoshopped anime with Gosar's face on one character, killing the character representing Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Gosar's character is also depicted attacking President Biden at one point. Joining me now, former RNC spokesman.
I mean, that kind of shows you everything that you need
I'm not an
to.
anime fan. I don't know if you are, but what in the world is he
But
thinking?
that is like I'm pretty sure that a 7-year-old can use Photoshop better than that.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm trying to. Well, I mean, he didn't Photoshop that, but you know, it's just one of those things.
I'm just saying, like that was terrible photoshopping.
It was like a 3-year-old did that.
Yeah, I'm going back and I'm trying to find it on his Twitter so that I can share the
funny.
actual video.
Like it's like, bro, how many did you have to drink before you made that?
Where is it? Come on, dude! Don't tell me you deleted it. Don't tell me you're that much of a coward, Gosar.
I bet he deleted it.
He deleted it. I bet he. Well, and it may be from further on back, but regardless, you know, that's just why. Why?
I want to know why he did it. Like, dang, man, if you're going to insult somebody, like, insult them. Don't make it look like you've had about 500, Smirnoffs, and then you go make you'll experiment with the Photoshop and then put it on your Twitter.
Hold on. I got to find there's a clip of AOC talking about it. I think. Yeah, okay. So, this is beautiful right here. This, is our favorite Congresswoman.
Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, Representative D. Twitch.
Piss off.
Hey, so, sorry to interrupt randomly out of the blue, but we just got addressed by a military member, a friend of mine, about our backdrop flag.
Yes, it's backwards, I know.
It's, about hanging in the top left-hand corner, the blue.
Yeah, the blue's supposed to hang in the top left, I know. I was going to fix it, and I just haven't yet.
Okay. It was just asked
No, I'm aware. We're going to fix it.
Cool.
We'll fix it.
Yep. All right, good.
Also, yeah.
We'll fix it.
Yeah, we'll fix it.
Thanks for pointing it out. Yeah. 'Cause I just threw it up there. I was kind of.
I meant to fix it. I've meant to fix it already, but I
didn't think anything about it. He said, "Can you could you ask them to hang their flag correctly?" And I said, "Left or right?" And he said, "No, blue is always top left, even when hanging vertical." I said, we'll get it addressed, and we will fix that."
Yep, I didn't. I was in a hurry. I wasn't even thinking about it. So we'll fix it. I mean, we can fix it now if we really needed to.
We'll fix it later. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Cool. All right. Sorry. Continue.
So I threw another video into the playlist because you got to see what AOC has to say about it. Because, quite frankly, it's kind of disgusting that she would even think this was what this was. But,
Oh, so she actually addresses it?
Oh, yeah.
Of course she does.
What a cunt.
You can go ahead.
Like, her
Full
talking
screen
just
is-
annoys me.
screen.
Thank you, Chairman.
Do
and,
that.
thank you, Madam Speaker. I've been serving in this body just under 3 years.
Stupid.
In that 3 years, enormous amount has happened. But in response
Smell
to
like failure.
the Republican leader's remarks when he says that this action is unprecedented, what I believe is unprecedented is for a member of House leadership of either party to be unable to condemn incitement of violence against a member of this body.
Stupid.
It is sad. It is a sad day in which a member who leads a political party in the United States of America cannot bring themselves to say that issuing a depiction of murdering a member
pause it real
of
quick.
Congress is wrong.
What I think is sad is that political leadership in America doesn't know how to properly use Photoshop. Like, come on.
That's not. He didn't Photoshop the video.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Somebody made the video and he shared it.
He bought it off Wish is what he did.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
He thought it was Photoshop. It was Photo shit.
What I think is disgraceful is the fact that any American would elect this dumb bitch to Congress.
Yeah, she talks very teeth forward, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does.
Oh,
She really does.
She annoys the crap out of me.
I don't know if they can
You know who she
hear
reminds
what
me
he
of?
just said.
You know who she reminds me of? Amanda Mullins.
Nah, not really.
Not the way she looks, just the way she
acts,
presents herself.
You know what? You're right. Aha!
Ed, like the horse Ed thing.
Yeah.
I
Mr.
never
Ed.
watched that. I never watched that.
Anyway, go ahead.
I hate you more and more, Joe.
And instead decides to venture off into a tangent about gas prices and inflation. What is so hard?
What is so hard?
Hard about saying that this is wrong.
She got the Biden whisper.
This is not about me. This is not about Representative Gosar. But this is about what we are willing to accept. Not just the Republican leader, but I have seen other members of this party advance the argument, including Representative Gosar himself, the illusion that this was just a joke.
Bippity boppity boo.
Because it was, you dumb shit.
And what we do
The left
does
doesn't
not
understand
matter
jokes.
so long as we claim
I'm
a
sorry.
lack of meaning.
Sorry, that was just
Stupid.
on my part.
Nihilism runs deep, and it conveys and betrays.
It conveys.
Attempt
Bitch, you didn't know what a
meaning
fucking
importance of
garbage disposal was. Shut the fuck up.
Piss off.
that what we do, so long as we claim that it is a joke, doesn't matter. That what we say here doesn't matter. That our actions every day as elected leaders in the United States of America doesn't matter. Come on, man! And what
That's loud.
happens
I know,
in
I
it
gotta
That one's
fix that.
abusive.
matter. And I am here to rise to say that it does. Our work here matters. Our example
really.
matters.
You are fake news.
There is meaning in our service.
No.
I mean,
And
to
as
you.
leaders in this country, when we incite violence with depictions against our colleagues, that trickles down into violence in this country.
But it's okay to
And that
incite
is
violence
where we
against
must
communities.
draw the line, independent of party, identity, or belief. It is about a core recognition of human dignity and value and
I feel like she knows nothing about human dignity and value.
So when we talk about, as mentioned in the resolution,
I
She
feel
knows
like
nothing about
that these
everything.
depictions
I feel like she don't get a lot of
are
sex.
part of a larger trend.
It makes perfect sense.
Misogyny.
Like
Makes
like-
perfect sense if you don't think about
I
it.
feel like there's naked pictures of her out there somewhere.
You feel like there's naked pictures of her out
She was a bartender.
Oh, they're 100% out there.
And so
I mean,
we
I don't know
know
for a
it's
fact,
not
but I
as
can find out.
Okay, I'm just tired of listening to her.
as
Is there
perhaps
anything?
the
Is there like
Republican leader would like to
is there like a hook to this or
No, I just want everybody to understand how stupid she is. I didn't hit the button this time,
It's
so.
pretty cut and dry. Does anyone in this chamber find this behavior acceptable?
All right, pause it.
I don't find your behavior
Would you
acceptable.
allow
She's just like looking around like I don't like this. Does anybody else not like this? Like who else doesn't like this? Like, and everybody else just like, you're getting offended over a picture. Like you're like, you know, she's talking about, oh, this is petty. You having an actual like floor to talk about it is even weirder in my opinion.
Hold on. This is from the party who literally praised people who, you know, depicted themselves holding the severed head of Donald Trump.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's okay.
Remember, yeah, that's fascism, Justin. Don't you know? Jeez.
That was towards
Stupid
Republicans.
fascists.
Think fascist.
That was negative towards Republicans.
Rules for thee, not for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Because
exactly
see,
what
the
he
person
said.
who did it, and
He doesn't have a mic, so they
and the
can't hear
person
it.
who did it was also like a millionaire, so she don't apply.
By the way, guys, I'm back on the mic.
Yeah, clearly. I'm pretty sure everybody noticed. Thank you. Matt Skelly said, is she going to
I
cry?
hate your guts.
Probably.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time.
It wouldn't be the first time. Probably won't be the last. Also, you know, all those crocodile tears in the parking lot, far, far away from the
Guess you
actual
did.
kids in cages that, you know, Democrats started.
That she probably didn't actually go in and look at.
She didn't. You know,
Kills me
she just had a photo op in front of a fence.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's no surprise that...
Matt Skelly. It's D in parentheses, different.
Different, yeah.
That's funny.
Democrat, different. So, regardless, all of this is bullshit. All of this is just made up outrage because Democrats don't know what funny is. And I'm sorry, but funny wins. And even though the
Unfortunately, that's
Photoshop was
accurate because
bad,
Biden won.
Well, see, the what makes it so funny to me is it's such poor quality.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's funny to me. Like,
Yeah.
like the actual action's not. I mean, it's just like whatever. That's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
But the poor quality is what's so funny to me. Like this guy's a senator. And,
oh, absolutely, yeah.
And dude, like you couldn't have got somebody to make a better quality picture. I mean, like what the hell? Like, did you get your 4-year-old to do it? I mean,
Just do it. You're like having a stroke not
Yeah.
doing it. So just hit the.
I
Just
don't
hit it.
know. So here's the thing. I don't know if anybody can hear you. We really need to just hook the other headset up and put a source on.
Hold on. I think you could actually hear him.
I wouldn't know.
You can hear him a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. You could just do that.
You can hear him a little bit.
Come here, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Oh my God. Yeah, this was a good decision to have Lonnie here.
Like Lonnie
I'm
being
thoroughly enjoying this. So,
That means he hates me. That's what he said. He didn't say the words, but that's what he said.
that's kind of what I said.
That's what you said.
I love you, Cody.
Love you too, buddy.
Okay, can we get this stupid hoe
Just
off
go
the
ahead
dang
and
screen?
I mean, yeah, we sure can. She's off the screen now.
She's gone.
She's
Gets on my
gone.
nerves.
You want to fight?
Bye, ho.
You want to fight, boy?
It's Mick.
So how are we looking on Riot Watch?
So far, still quiet.
Still quiet?
Still
What
quiet.
about Portland?
It's early.
Let me see.
Again.
Look, they didn't need this verdict to.
That's
You
what I
are
said.
not
Portland,
wrong.
Portland could be like I'm surprised they didn't riot just because of that cartoon that come out.
That's fair. That's extremely fair.
Portland's like, the sun set, let's riot!
Mick says, but they were drinking from toilets. Probably the kids in cages.
Portland would riot. Portland would riot if
I feel like there's a better way to do this than you just...
crap.
Well, you're still having to hold it at that point.
What's
Trying to
that?
come up
What's
with
that?
I wish you guys could see what was happening over
make
there.
I was just trying to make sure it was stable.
So
The only way that we could really make this work is if we like set it on something, but we don't have anything to sit it on, like table.
I mean, you could always sit it on the table and just come
Oh,
close.
hold on.
Closer.
I have an idea. I have an idea.
Oh my God, Cody has an idea. This is bad.
I mean, to be fair.
very scary when he thinks
Okay, so to be fair,
Yeah.
Portland probably rioted when Eddie Vedder announced that he was going to go,
Oh, hey, look at that.
solo.
That's actually a really good idea.
Jimmy? Portland probably rioted when Eddie Vedder announced that he was going to go, solo.
Yeah, probably.
Instead of who did Eddie Vedder sing for?
Eddie. Fuck, who was Eddie Vedder the singer for, guys?
Who?
Eddie Vedder.
Hold on, Google.
I'm looking.
If only there were a machine.
Pearl Jam.
Yeah, that's right.
Pearl Jam.
Portland
about
would
those guys.
riot if
the
Pearl
90s.
Jam announced that they were not releasing a new album. Like Portland's going to riot.
Yeah, Portland is just. Well, they're
I'm
Portland.
not quite a fan of Pearl Jam, though. To be fair.
Do what?
I'm quite a fan of Pearl Jam. To be fair.
I mean, most people are. Okay, let's not do that because I'm pretty sure you're going to blow everybody's eardrums out over there, guys. Oh yeah.
We don't
Anyway.
need a video. I got you, bro.
No.
Cody, you play trumpet.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
So did I.
All right.
Joe's a dumb drummer over here. He just likes to hit stuff. Anyway, so
Hey, I like playing with dirt.
I mean, it was a pretty light week as far as news goes, other than the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict. Oh, Ghislaine Maxwell's trial started.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no media allowed.
Yeah, no media allowed.
You just get sketches with watercolors.
Nobody's allowed to know. Hey, listen, nobody's allowed to know about all.
Yeah, so far, man,
the elite
nothing's going on
pedophiles.
anywhere.
Okay, nobody's allowed to know
Unless you vent them.
unless you vent them.
And then you
But
get
that guy
fired.
wasn't elite.
Well, I mean,
He was just stupid.
I mean, you can still vent them, and then it brings the
That's
line,
true.
because then
That's
you're gonna
true.
press the Second Amendment.
That's true.
And they're always going to put that on the
You know what? He's going places. I don't know where they are, but
Maybe
places.
prison. Maybe to a lot of money. We
Who
don't
knows?
know. Their places.
Quite frankly, I don't care.
Could just be the grocery store.
But I think we've pretty much covered the hot topics for the week.
Let's see.
Which means you know what time it is.
Okay, wait, hold on. There's Joe Biden's birthday. And
nobody gives a fuck
wait,
about that old
listen,
man.
Listen, I'm making a joke.
What? Hold on. Wait.
Poopy Pants Biden.
Wait
Okay, no,
a
okay.
minute.
So I put on one of the local. Hold on.
Okay.
I put on one of the local news stations that we should all send him boxes of Depends to the White House for his birthday.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
The question is, do we send him to pins? Or do we send him just regular pull-ups? Because he doesn't know if he's 60 or if he's 6. He doesn't know what's going on.
Good point.
Look, you send him neither. You have to sabotage him so he actually shits his pants.
He's already done that.
Yeah.
No, like where it can be seen.
Like literally, but
He
no.
walks around, he's like, hey, Brown Saints, skid marks, you know, what's up?
Oh my
Brownstein
gosh.
Biden.
That's what. Yeah, Brandon Brownstein Biden.
Woo, I like that.
Son of a gun.
Son
that's
of a-
going on a shirt.
Listen, you son of a bitch, I'm in. So we need a special edition Kyle Rittenhouse shirt. You know, just
get vintage scrubs.
Get vintage, and I mean, but you know, Kyle Rittenhouse basically just checked off like 90% of my bucket list.
Killed a couple
He killed a
communists.
Hold on, he killed a
child predator.
pedophile. He killed a communist, and he shot another communist. Like that's like 95% of my bucket list. And Kyle can't go to hell for that because communists aren't people. They're not. Communists aren't people. Okay, I said what I said. I'm not sorry.
All right.
So
I'm ready to talk about my subject.
with that said, it's time for Joe's Conspiracy Corner.
I can hear it,
Yeah,
but it turns off by itself.
it's like 3 minutes long,
Oh snap! It's really loud.
but I can turn it off.
It's really loud.
Yeah, I know.
Can you turn it down a little bit? Can you turn it down from the thing?
No.
Okay, so I will just cover the UFO stuff real quick. It's just, now they're saying undesirable flying objects in night sky over North Queensland. Easily identified, apparently. I bet it's SpaceX stuff. Let's see.
What? Okay, listen. You told me that you had a topic.
Yeah, it's Starlink. I do have a topic. Okay, so I'm just gonna move on.
Called it. I said this was going to happen.
I was
Cody
just
did say
gonna
it
cover. I
was
was just
gonna
gonna cover the UFOs real quick, but there's not.
You literally said
You literally said no UFOs tonight.
no.
Well, yeah, but I wanted to. I
UFOs. I
couldn't
have
resist.
a prepared topic.
It's like crack, man. I couldn't resist.
I'm not going to ramble.
Okay, so
Minions.
I was going through YouTube the other day, and I like to watch like random fact videos and all this stuff, right? Okay, so apparently back
Is there a video for this?
just a dude explaining it,
Okay,
but I'm gonna explain it. So it's no
go for it.
Okay. So, there was a thought experiment proposed back in 2010 on a website called Less Wrong. Right?
I'm with you.
Okay. You following? Everybody tracking?
Everybody's tracking.
Okay.
Got you. Just talk.
Roku, Roku. The guy's name, okay, it's called Roko's Basilisk. It's a thought, what'd you call it?
Thought experiment.
Thought
Because that's
experiment.
exactly what it is. It's not
Okay.
really conspiracy.
Roko's Basilisk is a thought experiment proposed in 2010 by the user Roko on the Less Wrong community blog. Roko used ideas in decision theory to argue that a sufficiently powerful AI agent would have an incentive to torture anyone who imagined the agent but didn't work to bring the agent to existence. The argument was called Basilisk because merely hearing the argument would supposedly put you at risk of torture from this hypothetical agent. A basilisk in this context is any information that harms or endangers the people who hear it. So imagine that. So in the future, it's the idea that there is a super intelligent AI. Imagine like, the Terminator thing. Was it Skynet? Only
Yeah.
Skynet is able to know if you have ever thought of it in your life. Like it's able to recreate time in a way, right? Artificially. So it's able to know if anybody alive has actually ever thought of the basilisk. So now that y'all know, though, y'all are all in danger of being tortured by the basilisk. Because you now know about it, and unless you actually help it to come into existence, you will be tortured by the basilisk. So now everybody listening has to decide whether they want to further the basilisk or not.
So this is just kind of like a play on Slender Man.
Is that what a Slender Man?
I mean, Slender Man's essentially the same thing, right? You think about it.
Mick, how dare you? Yes, I have now officially doomed y'all all to the basilisk.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Joe.
That's the conspiracy part.
Kyler says thanks, Joe.
That's the conspiracy part. Is whether this thing actually comes into existence one day. Because now the thought experiment is like, okay, so if he had never mentioned it, would the basilisk ever come to been a thing?
Motherfucker, now we've all got to learn the code.
No, you can just donate your money to the basilisk.
This is like a mix between Slender Man and The Ring. Like, once you know, you're fucked.
Yeah, basically.
You can't get out of this shit. You're gonna die.
No, because if you contribute to the basilisk will not hurt you. But if you do not contribute...
exactly like The Ring.
But if you do not contribute to the basilisk, then it will torture you for eternity.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Now I'm going to be tortured. Because we all know that I'm a lazy fuck, so...
You ain't helping the basilisk?
I'm not helping the basilisk.
I ain't helping the basilisk either.
Fucking torture me.
Joke's on them. I'm going to torture it.
Anyway, so
that see
you know what, Kyler? Fuck you.
Yeah, that's kind of the game. Yeah.
Damn it,
like,
Kyler.
If you think of the basilisk, you technically, and you don't help the basilisk, you lose the game. So this is just a thought experiment. That's what I'm saying. Like, the conspiracy of it is, will it actually come to fruition? But the idea is also, if he had never brought it up, would it even have been possible? Because now technically it's possible because he brought it up, and there could be a group of people out there thinking, shit, this thing could be real one day. We need to bring the basilisk into existence so that way we don't get tortured. So now they're trying to bring it into existence, and then the people that like us that know about it now and not going to help us, not going to help the basilisk, we're all getting tortured. You got a headache yet?
Dude, every time I hear you speak, I have a headache. But, you know, is that all for Joe's Conspiracy Corner?
Yes. Beware the basilisk. Fight back.
This has been Joe's Conspiracy Corner. So, anyway, Joe's Conspiracy Corner is covered.
We need John Connor.
First off, we don't need John Connor, okay? But it's... Whoa. Oh. You know what that means? It's time for Justin's Financial Corner. So, this week, in the world of stonks, GameStop's at $229. It's been bouncing off of what Reddit user Badass Trades has called the Dorito of Doom. So it's basically a bull pennant that, you know, the bottom line of a pennant is supposed to be the support line for a stock. And it's been bouncing off that bottom support line. And when you do the trend lines to make the pennant, it looks like a giant Dorito. So we're calling it the Dorito of Doom. Every time we think it's going to bounce off the Dorito of Doom, it bounces off the Dorito of Doom. And next week, Ryan Cohen's gag order is lifted. He's able to publicly speak about GameStop. The NFT marketplace is starting to take shape. And Tesla is being fucking weird.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I don't understand Tesla right now. Like, I have no idea what the fuck it's doing. I don't understand why it is continuing to go up. But it is. Like, Elon just sold off a shitload of Tesla stock.
Right. And
it continues to go up. Meanwhile, all crypto took a huge dump towards the end of the week. Bitcoin had made it up to like $63,000 or some shit. And it just went straight down. Back below $60,000. Ethereum did the same thing. Loopring kind of did the same thing. Loopring, though, that's one of the things that's tied to GameStop because it's an NFT marketplace token. So, like, you basically use it to purchase NFTs. The value could potentially explode. But I don't know. I don't know about any of that. What I do know is I played GoPro options last week and this week, and they kind of fucked me this week. But it's weird because it's been given a $15 price target, right? It's sitting at $11.12 right now, and it should have continued to go up. But apparently hedge funds don't want it to go up, so they shorted the fuck out of it, and it's dropped back down to almost it got all the way up to $12 at one point. And I had a $12 call option. I was like, nah, it's just going to keep going up because it should have continued to go up. You know, fundamentally speaking, it should have continued its trajectory and broke $12 to $13 Friday afternoon. Well, it didn't. Now it's 90 cents short of my $12 call option that expired on Friday. Worthless. So I'm pretty pissed off about that. But it's just one of those things. But trading's a tough game. Also, the Robinhood lawsuit, where they alleged that Robinhood, Citadel, and some other firms colluded to prevent the GameStop short squeeze from going further in January. That case got dismissed, which is kind of a bummer because we all know that they colluded. But the judge didn't say that it was dismissed because of anything not being provable. It was just dismissed because it's a lot of hearsay, even though the evidence kind of backs it up. Like, I can't really explain why it would get dismissed the way that it did, because it's pretty apparent that Vlad Tenev wanted to speak with Ken Griffin. Ken Griffin had a huge short position in GameStop. He invested a ton of money into Point72, I think was the right... I think this is the hedge fund that he invested a lot of money into to get them out of the trouble they were in. But, I mean, regardless, they disabled the buy button for retail investors and allowed other people to continue trading the securities. It makes no sense. And long story short, GameStop's still going to the moon. You can't stop us. We're not fucking leaving. Diamond Hand apes, bitch. So, anyway, that pretty much covers Justin's Financial Corner. So, yeah, I mean, so we're making really good time tonight. Like, we're literally 4 minutes past an hour long.
Well, I mean, it was kind of a light night.
Yeah, it kind of was.
Yeah, it wasn't really much.
I mean,
if we wouldn't have talked about Kyle last night, we'd probably still be talking about Kyle.
Yeah, for real. We really would be.
Technically, we can still talk about Kyle.
Yeah, I mean, we can still talk about Kyle. We can go back to our usual bullshit for, 20, 30 minutes and then call it an earlier night.
I've disconnected my headphones from the main line because I'm monitoring the scanner in Kenosha because there's no video right now, so I'm starting to wonder if there's like nothing going on anywhere.
Nothing. Anywhere.
I even typed in what's that place? Portland live riots, protests, nothing, bro.
In fairness, the last time they did, they got vented, and the guy got off scot-free. So
Nothing.
we may have fixed America.
No, Kyle Rittenhouse single-handedly fixed the issue.
Well, if you listen to the
Whoa.
AR-15s creeping around every corner waiting to get you.
So, rioters wreak havoc in New York City after Kyle Rittenhouse verdict 6 hours ago.
Yeah, but that wasn't live. It's not live. It's not going on.
I know,
right now.
but like 6 hours ago, there was an article about New York City riots. Portland had a riot. It's like, what the fuck?
I don't know if I'd really call them riots. They're more just, I think they were more protests.
Well, I mean, protests definitely erupted.
I haven't really seen too much about a riot, though.
Let's see.
Like, the police did go after some folks in Portland, I believe. Like, what I'm saying is I don't think anybody started burning anything down.
You know, why don't we do this? Why don't we pull up Joe Biden's comments on the Rittenhouse verdict?
So, yeah, the Rittenhouse protest in Portland was declared a riot.
Yeah. So,
You know, Kyler, I kind of wish that would happen, actually. So Kyler says the BLM threatened to burn New York City today. I don't think that's going to make the world a worse place.
I mean, we just fence it in. Just like I said, man, fence it in.
fence that bitch in. Well, I mean, you could probably find it on YouTube.
I was going to see if they had something, but here's tackling Kamala.
Yeah, fuck her. We can find her comments on it too, because I'm sure she made a public statement. Then again, she probably didn't, because, well, nobody likes Kamala.
They're like whooping up on this old man. Like, who the hell whoops up on an old man?
I don't know, dude.
Quiet riots.
Damn it. Matt Skelly says maybe they were quiet riots.
That's funny.
That is very funny.
Young folks want to understand.
Yep. That'll do it.
So
So, anyway.
Hold on, let me put my ears back in. Oh, I'm so sore right now.
Yeah, Kyler, I don't know what you're talking about.
Ears are in.
So, let's roll it.
Hey, Lonnie, you should back hit me.
I just heard a moment ago.
Do you have any reaction?
I didn't watch the trial, so I,
Do you stand by your past comment equating him to white supremacy?
Well, look, I stand by what the jury has concluded. The jury system works, and we have to abide by it.
Sir, what is the state of your health, sir? What is the state of your health after this exam today?
Good. They're going to release all the detail. I feel great. Nothing's changed. We're in good shape. And so, I'm looking
That's weird.
forward to
He hangs out with his
celebrating
booty
my
hole.
58th birthday.
Did you say his 58th birthday?
Now that it's past the House, that better plan. Now that it's past the House, when do you expect it to land on your desk?
Well, I don't know. It's going to take a while to get through the Senate. I think it'll probably be after Thanksgiving.
Would you sign it if it doesn't contain a family leave?
I will sign it.
Hey, first off, where's your mask, motherfucker?
You need a pardon? No. Turkey's thank you.
All right. Everybody keep an eye on President Biden, because you know he gets lost in open fields. Okay.
Just so everybody knew, I knew everybody was worried. President Biden's booty hole is fine.
Listen, Brandon Biden's booty hole is just fine.
It's in great shape.
It's in great shape.
It's round.
And probably about this big around.
Now, yeah.
From the fucking that the American people are giving him.
Yeah.
36% approval rating.
Oh, we got to come on.
36%. All right. Let's get that full screen. All right, roll it. Bitch, you were in a car. Why do you have your mask on?
Hey guys, well it was a good
That's
trip,
fair.
and I have questions about the verdict, and the verdict really speaks for itself. As many of you know, I've spent a majority of my career working to make the criminal justice system
Hold on,
more
pause that.
equitable and
Pause that.
really-
You mean by locking up hundreds of black people for smoking weed in California? Is that what you're talking about? By making it more equitable?
Piss off.
Fuck you.
Eat a dick.
Thank you, Jeff. All right, continue.
There's a lot more work to do. Thanks. Thanks all.
Madam Vice President, people are calling it systemic.
Yep. Keep walking, bitch. Nobody gives a shit what you have to say.
We'll get Kyle out.
You know what? I don't have
getting swatted for that
anything.
one.
I don't have anything for an edition of We Hate Her this week. Because the sack is back.
The sack is back.
The sack is back, man. But I don't have anything.
That's America's sack.
I don't know what she's done this week. Kyler, can you enlighten us on anything that you may have seen about the sack? Because I'm going to be completely honest with you. My attention was not on politics. It was on the Kyle Rittenhouse case, which is basically politics. But
I think that was what all of our attentions were on, and it proved so last night.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I mean, I don't know that anybody had any real interaction with Jen Psaki this week.
I'm curious to see how it was portrayed in this from a year ago.
I got one this week on We Hate Her. I'm sending it to the playlist. All right, it's in the playlist. Because, you know.
This week on the sack.
This week on We Hate the Sack. All right, roll it.
Build Back Better plan. Is the president going to stop saying that the Build Back Better plan does not increase the deficit 1 single cent if we now know that that is not true?
It is true, and I would note the several economists and experts out there. I think you're probably talking about the CBO score,
which Joe Biden himself in 2010 called the gold standard for Democrats and Republicans.
Well, Peter, since we're all here to communicate with the public about accurate information, what I would just note is that one of the components that experts, Democrats and Republicans, including former heads of the CBO, have pointed to is that IRS enforcement is not something that there's a lot of experience in the CBO scoring. They still scored it, but is undervalued by the assessment of many economists and experts, including people who have been critical of us in the past, who estimate, including former Treasury secretaries of both parties, who estimate there will be significant savings, significantly higher than what is estimated currently. So our assessment and the assessment by many economists out there is that there will be savings over 10 years that will actually reduce the deficit.
The CBO's
What was that? You were lying?
is that it's going to, there's going to be at least a $160 billion increase to the
Is
deficit.
it just me or does the sign
over
language
10
woman
years.
look a little snarky?
That is 16 trillion cents. So
She does.
The president was not telling the truth.
Well, Peter, just to go back to the content facts here. So the IRS enforcement component, something recommended by former Secretary Hank Paulson, former Secretary Larry Summers, Democrats and Republicans of both parties who feel there could be significant savings over the course of time. I'm just going to note something that Trump-appointed IRS Commissioner Charles Rettig said. The administration estimates $400 billion in additional revenue can be generated over the next decade.
I'm
from
kind of distracted by
enforcement efforts focused on higher end
the
income
sign
earners.
language woman.
Yeah, this figure is no surprise. Republican former Treasury Secretary Hank Paulson co-wrote an op-ed with other former Treasury secretaries saying that there could be considerably more revenue than we projected from the White House from this. So again, this is an area where experts, economic experts, neither of us are one, I think we can confirm that, have confirmed that there are significant savings that will come from this.
I'm gonna have to ask you to calm down a little bit there, Peppermint.
And many of them have spoken
Peppermint
to this,
Patty.
including Congressman Kurt Schrader, who's one of the moderates who's on the borderline given deficit impacts, have said is they felt comfortable with it because of the expertise out there about the impact of IRS enforcement.
When the last administration tried to
Dang, Red's
say
burning it
that
up.
the CBO was incorrect, you tweeted, watching Mulvaney try to walk away from his CBO score and explain the budget outline is awkward and uncomfortable to watch. So what is the difference between the Trump administration saying don't listen to the CBO and the Biden administration saying don't
Actually,
listen to the
we've
CBO?
praised the overall work of the CBO on the Build Back Better Act repeatedly, and that's what we believe. But again, I would point to the fact that there isn't a great deal of history or experience in scoring IRS enforcement. That's something that economists across the board have noted, that's something that leaders on the Hill, Democrats and Republicans have.
You know what she's saying? She's saying y'all really don't need to know what she's saying. Like, let's go get a drink.
In part, move forward.
Like, just trust me. You don't want to know.
And that was this week's edition of We Hate the Sack. First off, facts.
Hey, so check it out. I'm giving away free.
Hey, what? Hey, shut that up.
Wow!
Things are happening.
Words!
If we're going to talk facts, the CBO says it will, create an additional $168 billion on the deficit. Therefore, it is not paid for. Therefore, President Joe Biden lied. I don't give a shit what you think the IRS enforcement is going to do, because guess what? The higher you make taxes, the more people are going to dodge them. Period. That's how it works.
Man.
The data shows that lowering tax rates increases revenue from taxes, because I'm not trying to dodge those taxes anymore, because
Man,
they're
Washington.
really not.
Washington is a lie.
Listen.
Washington is the basilisk.
Listen. Simulation confirmed. We live in the Matrix.
It's the basilisk, bro. It's the
I feel like
basilisk.
that's more accurate. That's accurate.
Given the shit that we've been experiencing the past 2 years, there's no way this is real life. Like, I feel like I'm going to wake up at any moment and be like,
feel like a fever dream.
yeah,
It really does.
yeah, totally. So,
No, I don't think it's. To me, it's bad.
You're the conspiracy guy. How are you
how
not
are you
in
not
on this?
in on the Matrix theory?
Listen, I feel it's bad, but it's not as bad as it's going to be. Remember, I've shared the picture. You know, the guy in the gas mask and the suit, and he's like, "Hey, friend, I know it's bad right now, but it's about to get much worse." like that's me.
I can honestly say that I don't disagree. It probably is about to get much worse. And guess who forgot to hit the record button? Yeah. So now I got to wait for 2 days for this to be able to be ripped off or downloaded and put into.
That's okay. Because as soon as we get done here,
Smell like
I want
failure.
to go to bed.
Yeah, that's fine. So we're gonna cut it short a little bit this week. Actually, Kyler, I think, just sent me
Kyler's not important.
a text.
Thankfully, I'm not chilly no more. Now I'm starting to like.
Kyler,
get
it's
hot.
literally not in the chat. Links are disabled.
Yeah, check us.
Now, if you will send it to me in a text, or tell me what it's called.
Oh no.
Oh God, nobody.
Hey! Whoa!
Whoa! Whoa! Censorship is real, bro.
You had to censor out my titties.
Bruh.
Everybody is now in fear for their lives and ours.
Something tied to an ongoing court case.
Shut
Oh, it feels
up.
better.
Wow.
Okay. Let's see.
You all owe me $5 for that show.
Sending this to the Discord.
I feel like you owe everybody
So you'll have
$5
to
for
open
that
up
show.
Discord.
Okay, what happened? Okay, you broke. No, you didn't break it. You're good. It's fine.
Page 13.
Wait, what the fuck? No. What the fucking shit?
What the? Stupid.
I don't know what I'm doing now. This is
Neither do
dumb.
I.
Hold
That's how I
on.
live my life every day.
I got to get to the right channel on Discord.
And yet somehow you have made it.
That's true.
Somehow,
That's fair.
I make money at this shit.
Okay, so let's get back to Kyler's text. Copy text. It has been sent to the link repository. Yep. You can just pull it up. Yep.
Oh, bro, I need one of those.
I think we all need one of those.
Joe, buy me one of those.
Okay. You can roll it.
tied to an ongoing court case, why did President Biden suggest that Kyle Rittenhouse, on trial in Kenosha, is a white supremacist?
So, Peter, what I'm not going to speak to right now is anything about an ongoing trial, nor the president's past comments. What I can reiterate for you is the president's view that we shouldn't have, broadly speaking, vigilantes patrolling our communities with assault weapons. We shouldn't have opportunists obstructing peaceful protests by rioting and burning down the communities they claim to represent anywhere in the country. As you know, closing arguments in this particular case, which I'm not speaking to, I'm just making broad comments about his own view. There's an ongoing trial. We're awaiting a verdict. Beyond that, I'm not going to speak to any individuals or this case.
But the president has spoken to it already.
I just have nothing more to speak to an ongoing case where the closing arguments were just made.
Okay, so they don't believe that should be blah, 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 blah. They shouldn't be out there riding. Kyle fixed it.
All right, how about this?
Proof that the proof is in the pudding. There's no
Kyle
riots.
did fix it.
There's no riots right now.
There's no riots because everybody's afraid that they're going to get shot.
Yes. And that's a good thing.
Problem solved, bitches.
And people may be like, oh, well, what about protesting? They have a right to protest. Yes. And guess what? Nobody's going to shoot you if you're just protesting.
Nope.
Nobody's going to do that. Nobody in the right mind is going to shoot you while you're protesting.
Nope.
These people were not protesting. They were rioting. And Kyle vented them for America.
You are fake news.
Stupid.
Kyle
Disgraceful.
is America's vigilante. Salute, Kyle. Cheers.
I'll drink to that. Anyway, so I think Cody has some politically incorrect music
Yeah,
for
so
us.
instead of ending the show on a funny, I've decided
Which
that
I
I'm going to
disagree
alter
with.
it and go into political incorrectness, which is kind of what we live and die by.
Wait, you disagree with the funny or the political incorrectness?
I disagree with getting rid of the funny.
Oh.
It's moderately funny. There's two.
Wait, what does it say? Like, yeah.
Let's put this on full screen. So on January 6, 2021, The Patriot, a song by two military veterans, charted number 3 on hip-hop, number 4 in R&B hip-hop, and number 36 in all digital songs.
Roll it. I like this song. Now that's interesting.
Tens of thousands on my right, thousands by my side. War between good and evil, watching our fists collide. Battle for our freedom now, to the streets we ride. Flags waving all around, pages full of pride. This is where we make a stand, no more give or take. March around the Capitol, storm the city gates. Putting pressure on their necks until the truth breaks. All walls of corruption, take out all the snakes. Star Spangled Banner, got it playing loud and proud. People from all walks of life filling up the crowd. Defend the Constitution, many warriors have vowed. Casting down any among us who have bucked and cowed. Enough with tyranny, we come to take our country back. For all citizens, white, red, brown, or black. Return her to a form of glory, fix their bloody crack on the crown. Fetch it down, it's going down.
My mama told me, yeah, she warned me that this day would come. I'm like my father, go to combat with the blazing guns. I survived that, then I came back to the place I'm from to face off all these haters and the battle in the place I love. You can't break me down, I'm indivisible. You still see my raps if I was invisible. But I'm standing tall, and I spit the truth, so you all appalled. cause you know it's true. They call it freedom cause the fallen troops pay for this. I love this country, doesn't matter how much hate I get. I take my colors in the battle, ain't no wavering. Cause this is for my warriors who marching to the cadences. This is for the sisters working hard on the ship. This is for the brothers getting y'all doctorate. Father, yeah, taking y'all on the ship. Baby, tell me why it's off of the Patriot.
I dig that. I like that song. I like that.
Yep.
That's a good song.
That is a good song.
Top one. Or, well, no. Second. Yep. That one.
Well, that's odd.
Well,
Said to this one, yeah, fuck Biden. Stop whispering in little kids' ears. Fuck Biden. He been making this shit worse all year. Fuck Biden. He don't love America and it's clear. What's worse than a liar, than a cheater, than a thief? Look it up. There's proof that he's all three. Fuck Biden. You soft. You making us look weak. Fuck Biden. Always looking like a pedophile creep. Holy shit. The Taliban just took over Afghanistan days after Biden pulled the troops. He working for the riches and the Clintons. I don't get it. What's the mission? He a bitch, so he won't never tell the truth. Nah, we ain't get the decision. Liberals had that shit rigged and they was switching the votes and hacking up in the Dominion. Need to take him out the White House and throw him in prison where he belongs in a cold cell city. Gotta call it how it is, dawg. This man is an idiot. He can't even form a sentence, dawg. This man is illiterate. We get fucked and stuck with Kamala, we get rid of him. What the hell of a predicament. And every time I'm scrolling, see his post, it ain't nothing but trolling. America ain't fucking with this guy, that's a fact and he know it. Middle fingers up, here's the way we feel about you, Joey. Fuck Biden, they gon' try to censor this one, yeah. Fuck Biden, stop whispering in little kids' ears. Fuck Biden, he been making this shit worse all year. Fuck Biden, he don't love America and it's clear. What's worse than a liar,
The
than a
pictures
cheater,
of
than a
him
thief? Look it
with the
up, there's
kids.
proof that he's all three.
Oh, I thought there was
Fuck
something. I
Biden,
didn't
soft,
see
you
the
making
words
us look
underneath.
weak. Fuck Biden, always looking like a pedophile creep. Fuck Biden, I do not accept, I do not respect. Like who would protect your whole administration? Haven't you heard? There's evidence out that you do not deserve to be president. We hate this. Could be a Sleepy Joe cheated part 2 up in the ass like yeah. This could be a Sleepy Joe cheated part 2, but I'd rather say fuck Biden. Fingers in the air. Hey, bring that ass here, boy. I ain't done with you. Replacing you with the 45th is all that we wanna do. Waving Trump one and fuck Biden flags in front of you. Meaning Trump was number 1 and you was number 2. Look at this fucking dude. Do your damn job. Fix a fucking pothole or something. What's the damn problem? You too busy trying to be a socialist, and I don't even think these people understand how close he is. What we say? Fuck Biden. They gon' try to censor this one, yeah. Fuck Biden. Stop whispering in little kids' ears. Fuck Biden. He been making this shit worse all year. Fuck Biden. He don't love America and it's clear. What's worse?
I dig it.
Good musics.
Yes. I like the first one better.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I'm not in disagreement there. I just thought it was kind of fitting. I've been wanting to play that on podcast for like the last 3 weeks that I've been here since I found that song. But we were doing funny shit at the ends of it, so.
I like it. That was good though. I like it.
And I've got a whole lot more of that shit.
Fantastic.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm tired.
So do you still feel the same way about replacing comedy?
Kind of. Maybe we do every other week.
Like 1 week comedy, 1 week songs.
How about
Maybe
this? Why don't
both
you
and
just
both.
take a vote the night to see how everyone
There you go.
feels?
Yeah.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Put a thing up.
Yeah, democracy.
Democracy.
Ah!
I like
Freedom.
it. Lonnie's got a good plan.
Hey, listen, this is not a democracy. This is a
Do what Justin says.
this is a do what I say, bitch. I'm just kidding. Obviously, it is a democracy, or Joe's Conspiracy Corner wouldn't exist.
Yeah, because Justin hated Joe's conspiracy.
I
Corner
literally
first.
still hate Joe's Conspiracy Corner.
But the viewers ate it up.
Also, I'm going to add this about Joe's Conspiracy Corner. For conspiracy theorists, you're not really up to date on the conspiracies.
True.
Man, I've got to cover past conspiracies, man.
Hey, we can take a vote now, and we could prove Joe's material to make sure it's up to snuff next time.
That's true. We could do that. I mean, I told you need to get on Reddit.
But part of what made it enjoyable, was kind of the funny quirkiness of it.
Did you even join that Discord server that I invited you to?
Yeah, the what is it? Insomnia. Yeah, I'm part of it.
Have you been watching the videos?
No, because I forgot what it was after I joined it. I'm like, what is this Insomnia server? Like, I just never looked back at it.
Stuff.
Like, you can look at the Discord right now; it's there.
Lonnie is the reason that I knew about it to invite you
She's
to
there.
it, and he invited you to it as well.
Look at there, man. Look at all this.
First off, r/conspiracy
Look,
on
you
Reddit.
can just reference the damn Discord.
Let's hold on before we go. I'm gonna take us back to Joe's conspiracy corner.
We're gonna talk about the Basilisk.
No. So
Talk about how Biden's not actually Biden.
supposedly,
Oh, did you see the
Hold on.
picture with that little
First
tag
off-
thing right by his ear? That was weird.
first off, we're not talking about that yet. So supposedly,
No, it was square.
oh my god.
All right, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you guys finish.
No, I'm done now.
You guys go ahead.
I'm done.
Are you sure?
Yes, go ahead.
Can I continue now? Because if you
Yeah.
interrupt me one more time,
Shut up, go.
I'm coming across the table, and I don't know what I'm going to do to
Defend
you.
myself with a pig.
Record it and put it on World Star.
Please do. So, COVID. Pandemic,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Supposedly, there was a vial found in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Labeled smallpox.
Yes. In just a random pharmacy fridge.
No, just in a random place.
No, it was found in their fridge in the pharmacy.
Was it?
Yes.
Regardless,
yeah, I saw that.
there's 2 labs in the world who are authorized to have
Matter of fact, I'll look it
smallpox.
up. I'll look it up. This is not really a conspiracy. Like, this actually happened.
I would assume the CDC.
No,
But the weird part of the conspiracy is...
I'll get to where the conspiracy comes in. The federal government just purchased a shitload of smallpox vaccinations and smallpox medications.
Okay, so according to the New York Times, the CDC, of course, we pretty much don't trust anything the CDC says.
No,
now,
I don't trust them at all.
Says smallpox vials found in lab did not contain disease-causing virus. Then what the hell was it? If it was just
Sounds like a cover-up to me. Sounds like,
kind of like COVID. Yes.
I have been seeing
Okay, no, it was a research facility, not.
Yeah.
The what?
uptick in measles.
Yeah, but that would be because anti-vaxxers don't get their fucking crotch goblins vaccinated. Okay?
Yeah, that would be true. Like, a lot of parents aren't getting their kids vaccinated against it. That's why a lot of people are getting it.
Yeah.
But it's weird.
It's hard to keep it's hard to keep diseases. Yeah, well, all of a sudden,
Well, you got to remember there's kind of a baby
anti-vaxxers.
boom because of COVID and all that. Yeah, COVID babies.
Also, the anti-vax movement has been around for what, like
Long time.
I don't know,
Long time.
10 years now.
No, long time.
Well, I mean, mainstream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, now that it's a designer statement.
Yeah. So anyway, and I'm talking like legit anti-vaxxers, not like I don't want the COVID vaccine anti-vaxxers.
Like I'm
actually worked with a guy that was a legit anti-vax.
like I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm an anti-some-vax.
Listen,
Strange beings.
Yeah.
listen. I dated someone who is extremely against vaccinations. She has her own reasons, and that's fine. Like, you can decide that for your own children, but
What'd you
like
say?
as for me and mine, like we're gonna get vaccinated except for the COVID vaccine because fuck that.
Well, and what pisses me off is I did when Beth ended up pregnant. You know, I'm looking into autism and I'm looking into everything and like vaccines and so what pisses me off about this is the only vaccine that I'm pissed off about, the MMR vaccine, measles, mumps, rubella. Right. First of all, measles, mumps, and rubella is not really that big of a deal. Like it kills people, but it's not that big a deal. Right. Like it's just kind of more so, I guess, for most people, it's an inconvenience more than anything, right? Well, used to all
Kind of like your face.
all 3 of those they used to be 3 separate shots, right? So I did research on it, and they said that they combined all 3 of them to save money, and they said that that's when all of a sudden problems started rising out of that shot is because of the binder, whatever the binder is that they put in that shot to make everything meld together or whatever. I don't know what they use, but they said that's what's hurting people. Not the vaccine, but what they're using to combine the vaccines together.
So not to step away from Joe's conspiracy corner, but I actually have a question for Lonnie in reference to the conspiracy corner. Holy God, thank you. Is the light that distracting when you're watching the live stream to watch it as it is here, being here? Because like with the light going in here, I'm stuck in the Twilight Zone. I don't
That's
know
kind of
if
the
I'm in
point,
real
Cody.
life or if I'm dying.
Get you in a trance.
I think I just teleported to another dimension and came back while Joe was talking.
That's the point.
So is it that intrusive from watching it on your phone or on the computer on stream versus here in person? That's the question in play. You've been both audiences.
I haven't seen the conspiracy corner except for right now.
Wow.
Yeah, because we didn't do it yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, Lonnie hadn't watched in a while either.
Yeah, I've been kind of MIA for a while.
Let me down.
Just like he hasn't seen Justin's actual picture either of Justin's financial corner.
Yeah.
That's true. Stall.
Yeah, the stall
Stall.
picture
Yeah, I've seen that.
of Justin going.
No, I don't think I have.
All right.
Well, it was literally in there. Yeah.
Go to the thing. I don't know what thing it is, but yeah. And just
Single click.
yeah, that one.
Hold on just a second. I'm trying to find it.
Oh, my butt is killing me in this chair.
In
Maybe you need a better chair.
I do need a
Well,
better chair.
So, I mean,
This
if
chair
we're
was
talking-
gifted
if
to your
we're-
house.
If we're talking about vaccines and stuff, obviously, have you seen like, say, work for a contractor? So, have you seen where they pushed back the? So, first of all, the
We didn't
deadline-
talk about that either, where they have permanently stayed the mandate.
Yep.
For non-government regulated employees.
Right.
On federally government regulated.
Pretty much unless you're a federal employee, you don't have to now.
Yeah. See, I'm a federal employee, so.
Okay.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah, me too. But I got a religious accommodation.
So the only problem that there is with that, and so my bosses at my job, basically what they said is, within the next year, they're going to rewrite government contracts. Now, this may not be.
They have to honor religious exemptions. It's a Title VII
So-
issue.
So they're going to rewrite the contracts, and like basically what they were saying is they're going to rewrite contracts. Now, are you actual federal or are you a contract? You work through a contract.
You're not
I'm
a
a
federal
contractor.
employee. You're a contractor.
So they
I
said-
fall under the umbrella of a federal employee, though.
So basically, what they were telling us was they're going to rewrite the contracts. And
Yeah.
And say that you have to, like, you're required to have the vaccine in order to work.
Unless you have a religious or medical accommodation, they have to honor those. They cannot fire you for a sincerely held religious
it's not necessarily
belief.
that you're fired. It's not
They
that-
can't hold it
but they
against
can't-
you.
So they can keep you from being on a contract if you don't meet the requirements.
That's not true. Not with the
I
Title
don't know,
VII.
man. Like, it's a different world now. Like, we thought a lot of things weren't going to happen, but
Title
COVID
VII
happened.
is very, very firm. You can't ignore
See,
something
because-
like that.
See, because I work with a couple of guys that actually have myocarditis.
Myocarditis, yeah.
Like naturally.
Yeah.
Like that is an issue that they deal with, and obviously the vaccine. There have been cases of that. So his doctor told him, since you're already, prone to having this disorder anyways, we highly suggest you don't get it because it could increase your chances, even though it may be minor, but it's a serious condition.
Right. Yeah, it definitely is.
So for him, he had to file a medical exemption.
Yeah. Isn't myocarditis the one where you get scar tissue on your heart?
No, it basically causes fluid to build up around it.
It's fluid inflammation of the muscles around the heart.
Yes.
Okay.
It causes it to swell.
Yeah, okay.
Causing heart attack type symptoms
So,
at any time.
But that's my thing. So, and like you said, they say that it's like what you're saying, Title VII, yeah. But I'm wanting to see how it goes for when they start rewriting it. These contracts to see how that all plays out.
So once there is a measurable harm done to anyone, lawsuits can be filed.
So, did you get a email that was sent to you about what they proposed about for employers to look for medical and religious exemptions?
I didn't receive an email about that. I'm sure my human resources department did.
So, my work.
It's hard to question someone's sincerely held religious beliefs, because if you question their religious beliefs, you're questioning whether or not they can sincerely hold.
So this is where it gets really interesting. So our company sent out the email that they received from government officials.
Yeah.
Sent it to everyone and said, "This is what we got. This is what we're looking at. Use your own discretion to decide, make your decision."
Right.
But basically, in it, it says it's telling employers how to sift through and determine if it's sincere or not, and they went along with putting in, "Oh, the Pope thinks you should get it," and basically trying to play on people's religion to make them want to get the vaccine, which is completely.
You know what I used as my religious exemption reasoning? I used God-given free will, and it worked.
Well, they're being. I mean.
Because there is scriptural evidence.
I think what Lonnie is saying is right now they're being tolerant of it, but at
No,
some
I know what
point
Lonnie- I know what
they
he's
may
saying.
not. They're going to be like, all right.
I feel like they're. I mean, whether it's successful or not, I definitely think they're going to try and crack down on it.
They're going to try, and it's not going to work.
I mean,
If you want to shut the government down, go for it. Because that's what's going to happen.
And see, and here's another thing. What they could do, they could just tell the employer, well, we're like Kyler just said. Kyler said they could withhold contracts from employers that don't play by the rules, and then next thing you know, they're like, well, you didn't get the vaccine, man. Like, I know you have a religious exemption, but we really need this contract, so we're going to have to let you go.
They can't do that. They can't fire you because it's Title VII.
They could lay you off.
And get sued. Yeah, sure.
But, I mean, if it's something that...
Like I said, as soon as there's a measurable harm done to any...
But there's a lot of loopholes in that, though.
There's really not.
I'm with him. I think there is.
Because what if the contract only cuts so many hours? They say, okay, well, they go through and they say, oh, they have your vaccine status because you have to show proof of that. They're going to cut the hours to match up to the people that's in said company.
Yeah.
That's a loophole. It's a gray area.
Or they could say...
There's no benefit of a doubt that
But
they can prove
but here's
that's what exactly happened.
Here's the beautiful thing about where I work. I don't work on any specific contract. I'm pure overhead.
Yeah.
I don't charge my time to a government contract.
See, and the thing is, what really sucks for me is because, like, are you on base or off base?
Off base.
See, I'm off base too. And they thought that maybe they could wiggle out because we're not on base, because to be on, even enter the base, you have to have a vaccine or
Yeah.
exemptions.
I'm kind of with Lonnie. I suspect they're gonna find a way.
They'll find a way. They'll shut the government down. The military will be rendered useless. And
Well, and here's why I say that I think that they're really going to push it, because when they put in that the mandate was you have to get the vaccine or have some sort of a religious medical exemption, did you notice the timetable from when they say, hey, you have to get it? There's a timetable, and it was like you had to go within a week, like less than a week to get your
they've
first
extended that
dose.
to January 4th.
January
And
22nd.
The 22nd now.
That's the end date.
Oh yeah, you have to be you have to be fully vaccinated by that time. You have to have gotten the last dose of the vaccine 2 weeks prior to that, which would be the 4th.
Right. So.
So with us, we had pretty substantial time. Like it was almost a month and a half before we actually had to go.
So we were never told. Like our company was never told, and when they sent out the email saying, "Hey, this is,"
You had very, very limited time.
We literally had like a half a week.
Yeah.
And it's like, so basically, what I'm saying is they knew that there was going to be pending lawsuits from all these states trying
Yep.
to fight against it, like what Governor Ivey and Attorney General did.
The problem is that none of that applies to federal contractors or federal employees, which is a huge problem, but it's coming.
So they did do one for federal employees as well, but they tried to. But what I'm saying is they tried to shoo it in so quick. because they knew it
The
gonna
harm
get-
was already done.
They
Yeah.
knew it was going to get held up in court.
Yeah.
So they were trying to make that deadline as quick as possible. That way, states couldn't fight it. Even
Right.
if they tried and failed, they weren't even going to give them the opportunity. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that's why I think when the rewriting of all these contracts, that's when they're going to try to find loopholes lot of gray area. Like I said, they're gonna.
See, even the contract writing, though, you can attribute that to Title VII. Because if the contract is going to cut people off that contract, even though they have a sincerely held religious belief against getting the vaccine, that's Title VII. It's all going to get held up in court. That's the whole point. Like, it's all going to get held up in court. None of this is going to stick. And at the end of the day...
Even the people in the comments are like, I don't know, man. Like, they could find a way.
I mean, they can try.
Now, granted, there's positive things going on. You got the Kyle Rittenhouse thing. You know, they're fighting back in the courts of this thing. So there's some America left.
Listen.
So
Here's my deal.
Supreme Court, and that's really where it's going to boil down to.
Here's my deal. I believe that America, in general, will fight this enough that it'll get struck down in courts, and none of us are going to have to worry about any of it,
Maybe.
including a rewriting of the contracts.
Maybe.
Okay? I don't think the American people are going to tolerate this.
I think you're thinking more positively than the rest of us.
Well, I mean, I've seen it already.
I'm cautiously optimistic.
Yeah.
I would like to think that the Supreme Court would rule, in the favor of religion.
Right.
But that being said, the motion that Kay Ivey and the Attorney General had filed, that already got struck down.
Yeah.
So I mean.
Well, so the motions that they had filed they all basically tie into the same lawsuit. But I don't know. It's just one of those things. We're just going to have to see how it plays out.
So,
at the end of the day, if I have to find another job, I have to find another job. I'm not getting that fucking vaccine. But by the time all this goes into effect, it's not going to matter because the pandemic is over.
But so here's my main concern with it. Now, whether the outcome is what is right or what is wrong, I think that the damage that can be done while it's held up in court may be irreversible for a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's my concern.
That's my main problem too. Like,
because
I'm not worried about me. Like, I'm gonna make it regardless.
Court proceedings are not fast, especially when you
No.
get to the Supreme Court.
Here's what I think.
No, but what is fast is the stays.
Either it will get thrown out and we'll go back to living like normal, or it will come to a head and we're getting the pig.
I'm okay with either option, to be completely honest. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Credit to user B-Clinton-Rapist on Reddit. Smallpox will be released this Christmas as our final push into the New World Order. An actual conspiracy, Joe. A little over a week ago, Bill Gates warned of possible smallpox attacks being a threat. There's a link to an article. As we know, this is a thinly veiled threat. We also know Gates and co. were involved in an event with Event 201 or the Plandemic. There's also a link to that.
There's actually it
was a tabletop
convention type deal.
Yes, it was a tabletop
Event 201
exercise.
Right.
Event 201. All right. Now, the disease smallpox was considered eradicated in the 1980s. Only 2 countries in the world hold a sample, one being the USA, according to Popular Science. However, this disease is easily relocatable in a lab or even using items from eBay. I'm sure you all saw the story a few years back. All this begs the question as to why the FDA approved a smallpox vaccine in 2019 and a new drug to treat it just this year. Dark Winter was a 2001 tabletop bioterrorist attack simulation in which bioterrorists carried out a covert smallpox attack on the United States.
Pause real quick. Have you heard them calling this winter the Dark Winter?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Be quiet.
Okay.
This is Justin's conspiracy
Hold on,
corner.
I didn't know.
You're fired.
I don't know. I didn't know. I was wanting to make sure. Sorry.
So there's a couple of links. Here's President Biden threatening us with a dark winter. Here's Fauci threatening us with a dark winter. Here's Fauci threatening us with a double whammy, COVID plus smallpox simultaneously. There's links in all of this. Vials labeled smallpox found in Pennsylvania lab not legally allowed to have smallpox. There are only 2 labs with it, and one is in America. So, this user goes on to say, I believe this may be the first of several legitimate mass casualty events that takes place. Something is coming this winter, with the majority of people they want left after a cataclysm, possibly infertile from the new vaccine. Now you can start the mass die-off with a controlled smallpox outbreak. The symptoms for the systems for border control, contact tracing, camps, and hospitals for infected patients, mass vaccine production and distribution and vaccine tracking are already set up. And now we have a real excuse for the use of them when a lethal virus is released. Smallpox will already be hard to deal with in a first world country, and the people that say the vaccine is damaging point to the third world and say, wouldn't the New World Order want to get rid of them first? The third world would be wiped out with the manufactured smallpox virus. Would bring the world to that 500 million number in the Guidestone, Georgia Guidestones.
Go Georgia Guidestones.
I would say they want us at least less than 1 billion people. All that are left are just smart enough people that they can enslave. There are also infertile in large numbers from these new vaccines, but that's another story in itself. They will ease up restrictions on COVID, and people will start thinking it's already over. Even if your country doesn't do that, they will let the vaccinated move freely. They will release smallpox during Christmas. It's probably starting right now or very soon, so it starts spreading just before people move nationally and internationally for holiday celebrations. Just like COVID-19, it will be released so that it would spread endemically before Christmas, so it becomes a pandemic.
I wouldn't be surprised, for sure.
Like I said, actual conspiracies.
Justin's Conspiracy Corner.
Yeah, we need to replace that picture of you with a picture of me. Unreal.
Under 500 million.
Yep. Georgia Guidestones.
Yep.
Super crazy. You should cover that on Just Conspiracy Corner.
Well, I guess.
Wait. Justin just did.
I guess for me, like, yeah, I guess I probably should.
You should probably just stick to actual conspiracies. And not thought experiments. Just saying.
Which is also a conspiracy.
It's not a conspiracy. It's a fucking thought experiment. It's not the same thing.
It's a conspiracy, too. It's a conspiracy.
How is it a conspiracy? Explain how it's conspiracy, please.
Because, see, conspiracies are also things that could possibly happen, but we don't have solid proof that they could happen yet. So that makes it a conspiracy. So see, it is in the conspiracy realm.
Conspiracies are facts that can't be proven.
Listen.
Conspiracy is a large umbrella.
I understand what you're saying, but I think with what you brought tonight was really riding that line hard.
No, that was
the
on
conspiracy
the other side
though
of the
part
line.
was.
No, Joe. A conspiracy has to be something that you could potentially prove. A thought experiment is not provable at all. Okay.
That's why it's a thought.
No,
it's a thought experiment. It's not a conspiracy.
Conspiracy theory doesn't have to be proved. That's why it's called a theory.
So, to me, a conspiracy
It's like 9/11 was an inside job.
It's something that people can connect enough dots that people can possibly say, maybe.
This makes me think.
Side note, did you just say it's called a theory because it can't be proved?
No, because
gravity is still a theory.
And it technically can't be proved. It cannot be completely proven. No, it cannot be completely
gravity
proven.
is not a theory. Okay,
No,
there are
gravity is
several
still considered a
different
theory.
theories of gravity.
No,
we all
gravity
know
is
that
considered a
gravity is a
theory.
thing. It's scientifically measurable. The problem is that in some
I saw a deep intellectual.
Would you let me finish?
Hold on. I'm telling you.
He's not good at that.
I've watched a deep intellectual thought process on this. Okay.
Hey.
The guy said that we can't actually prove gravity. It's just a widely accepted thing. As far as we know, there could be something else pulling things down.
Which would be called what? Fucking gravity.
I mean, you can name it whatever you want. Gravity's just a name.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Gravity is gravity.
Just saying.
Now, the theories, so you have the general theory of relativity, which is Einstein's theory, which has been widely accepted and proven, even gravitational waves.
But it's still a theory because we have not seen the entire universe.
Be quiet! The problem is that on the super, super small scale, tiny quantum scale, relativity doesn't quite work. So now there's another theory of quantum gravity, Like, I get into all kinds of shit, man. Jack of all trades.
I watched Ant-Man. I know how this works.
That's not what I'm talking. Not what I'm talking about at all. In fact,
okay.
you're way off base there.
Joe, just helpful advice. If you find something, send it to one of the group, and we'll say, "Hey, I like it."
I mean,
I'm not
I told
asking
him
somebody else what a conspiracy is.
I told
I
him
know what a
last night
conspiracy is.
that I didn't think
it's not
that
that
a thought experiment qualified as a conspiracy
It's
theory.
not that we're saying that we're debating what you think is a conspiracy or not. We're thinking of what everyone else would be able to discuss with you.
Yeah,
Right.
If it's a discussable topic, then it benefits everyone.
a thought experiment is not really
And
a
as of
discussable
last
topic.
night, we were in thirds, and 2/3 of
Other
us
than
said
making us
no.
all hate you because now we're going to be tortured by this fucking
By the basilisk, man.
thing
But
that
Justin,
doesn't
Justin,
exist
but Justin,
because nobody's working on making it a thing, so now it's going to torture us all because theoretically it should.
wait, did you just say theoretically? Like a theory?
Listen,
like a conspiracy?
motherfucker, it's not a conspiracy theory. That's not a conspiracy theory. That ticks off none of the check marks for a conspiracy theory.
Yes, it does.
Okay?
It does.
No, because one dude had a thought and he posted it on a website doesn't make it a fucking conspiracy theory.
I think it does.
Regardless, we're going to have a council of conspiracies.
Hold on.
Hold on. Lonnie's doing the things.
Well, what makes a conspiracy theory?
Yes.
Conspiracy theory definition. Look that up, Lonnie. We got 3 minutes left. We did the full 2 hours. Proud of you, Joe.
Granted, a lot of it was just us badgering each other back and forth about what a conspiracy theory is.
Yeah, now.
It literally almost says the basilisk.
Covert but influential organization is responsible for a circumstance or event.
It is in the realm.
Hold on.
It is in the realm.
Hold on. Do me a
Covert but influential organization. Not a fucking AI. That
But
doesn't
there's
exist
an
or can't
organization. There's going to
exist.
have to be an organization
No,
to bring
there
the
has
AI
to be
into existence.
there has to be an organization that currently exists that's responsible for a circumstance or event that has already happened or is going to happen according
or
to
is
other
going
people.
to happen.
Fine, okay, you win. It was a conspiracy theory, but it sucked.
Well, I'm just saying. That's all that I'm saying. I'm
For
not
one,
saying it had to be
that
great.
was a Wish.com conspiracy theory.
That's fine.
All
Fair
right,
enough.
hold on. We've
Fair
got another definition. Another outside source.
We got combating definitions.
What is that, Urban Dictionary?
Yes. Which means that
my
they're
man.
A conspiracy theory is an alternative explanation of an event or situation that differs from the narrative of mainstream media, history books, or other means.
Still within the realm.
No. Not according to Urban
Just
Dictionary.
who has in mainstream media or
Yeah, who in mainstream media has
has
talked
said
about Rocco's basilisk? Fucking nobody. I'd never even
Elon
heard of
Musk.
the bullshit.
He didn't say talk about it specifically, but he's talked about AI and how it could be dangerous and stuff.
Yes, that's not Rocco's basilisk at all. That's just a warning of, hey, don't do this shit.
Hey, Skynet is real.
Skynet is a real company.
Oh, I'm aware. It's
Skynet
an internet
became
company,
self-aware
but
on my 21st birthday. Just want to throw that out there.
what?
Skynet became self-aware on my 21st birthday.
Yeah, whatever.
It's real. April 21st,
Anywho,
Was it like
2011.
11?
Skynet was self-aware. I turned 21. Joe drove.
regardless, our viewership has died down.
My butt hurts. I'm ready to go to bed.
10:30.
We met Kathy that night.
Met Kathy.
Kathy.
Oh, that's the night we met Kathy.
Kathy.
That's the night. That's the night we got into a Saliva concert for free.
That is that night.
That was awesome.
We also met Kathy, the cow, and carried her around Huntsville all night.
It was a good night.
Anyway,
There's YouTube evidence.
so
It's
with
terrifying.
that, anybody got anything else?
Nope.
No.
Lonnie?
No.
Cody?
I ain't got shit.
I got nothing. So
I'm Joe.
I'm Justin.
I'm Cody.
Lonnie.
Tally ho, lads!